Hey guys, this is Blue Forest. So today we're going to take a look at Slipstream in the new showcase. I would prefer to showcase her another way, but I've only played with her as a 3-star, and I've already done the time slides, and so there's not a whole lot of other fights I could use her in right now. So we will just do the boring, repetitive, easy showcase mission. And I'm only doing this just because she is a new bot, and she's also available for Energon right now, which we'll talk about. And so Slipstream has a very cool kit. She has a lot of utility. The problem with her, though, is that she is fundamentally broken. She has a ton of issues. It was another botched launch from Kabam. Very few of those issues have been fixed, so at the moment it is very difficult to judge her. It's very difficult to say, is she the kind of bot that people are going to want to use? Are people going to want to bring her into high level play? That is very difficult to tell because she has so many bugs in her kit. I'm really disappointed in Kabam for that. But, in terms of damage, it does seem to be good. I mean, it usually is good for the scouts. Obviously, I don't have her as a 5-star, so I can't compare her in higher level content. But in terms of damage, she'll probably end up in the middle of the pack. And like I said, she does have a lot of utility. So I think she could be really good once they work out all of her issues. But we can't make that judgment until they do so. And so, okay, there's a special 2. Her specials also, though, very similar to other bots. Her special 1, just like TAC B's. That's special 2, just like RC's, but with those weird laser beams that don't actually seem to land right. But anyway, in this fight, let's get beat up by Ratchet so that we can do a special 3, just in case you haven't seen it. It is virtually identical to Windblade's, unfortunately, but we'll save up for a special 3 just so that we can do that. And then she also has those just really annoying sword sound effects like Drift or Windblade, which makes no sense. I just find them irritating. I guess we'll get used to them, but they don't really seem to make much sense. But anyway, I mean, I'm a big fan of Slipstream. I want her to be really good in the end, but we're just going to have to wait and see what Kabam actually does and also what kind of timeline they're able to fix her issues, because they did fix the issue with her range shots kind of disappearing, or at least somewhat fixed it. I have still seen some of her range shots disappear, but it is less than before. So anyway, here's her special 3. Just like Windblades, new animations would have been really great. I think we all would love to see those, but, it still hasn't really happened. So anyway, with that said, I can say that in terms of her kit, her invulnerable heavy to range shots and the crit damage buff that she gets does seem to work. She is also able to nullify shields. I have tested that. Her repair block also seems to work, as well as the power leak on the special 3. But I can tell you that with her backstabs, I only ever seem to get the crit resist debuff, and I'm not even sure if it's actually working. I never seem to get the power rate or the backfire debuff, even if I land multiple backstabs in a fight. I've also heard that there are issues with her special 3 backfires and with her SIG not working properly, because with her SIG, she's supposed to have a chance to refresh debuffs, and she's supposed to have an additional 20% chance if there are less than 4 debuffs on the opponent, which there usually will be. I believe that chance doesn't work. So at the end of the day, Kabam has a lot of work to do, and so in general, they have often taken months to resolve these kinds of issues, and so that means that it's just going to be a waiting game to see if people really start seriously using her in higher level play. And I also just wanted to mention real quick that a lot of her synergies don't seem to work, like Seekers. She does not seem to benefit from that, as well as a couple of the other bonuses that she's supposed to get do not seem to be working, which is also just really frustrating and disappointing, because unlike bots like Ironhide and Skywarp, she actually has a lot of synergies, but they don't all seem to work. So with that said, I just wanted to mention that she is now in the store for 3,500 Energon. The deal has come, so she'll be available for 24 hours. Do I recommend you buy her for Energon? No, I don't, because she's fundamentally broken. And even though this isn't money, it's a lot of Energon. And remember that it's very likely that we are going to have Fog of War next week. So I think that grinding for T4C would be a much better use of your Energon than buying a broken bot. With that said, if you really want her and you don't mind waiting for her to be fixed, go ahead and buy her. But unfortunately, she's just not in the right state. She's not a really strong bot because there are so many issues. So anyway, take care, guys. I hope this has been helpful, and we'll speak again soon.